We're two Southern girls, and we've got to stick together.
Excellent choice. And now, let the battle begin!
I like to have fun, but I'm very, very competitive. And I take that very, very seriously. I do not like to lose. You hear me?
I don't. No pressure on me. Do you hear me, Cat? Miss Iron. No, we're Iron Magnolias. We're Iron Magnolias. That's it.
And so it'll be Iron Chef Cat, Cora, and Paula Dean versus Robert Irvine and Tyler Florence. You're about to see a spectacular holiday battle royale.
But there is one more ingredient to this battle. Our secret ingredient. The theme on which our chefs will offer their succulent variations. Today's secret ingredient is... Now, America, with an open heart and empty stomach, I say unto you in the words of my uncle,
Battle Sugar is on here in Kitchen Stadium.
Paula's already started crack. See that? Savannah style, man.
What a ugly spectacle of grabbing that was. Looking over both of these kitchens, you can see we've got standard table sugar, we've got confectioner sugar, we've got both dark and light brown sugar, turbinado sugar, which is a kind of raw or semi-processed sugar with larger crystals, various sanding sugars, which are colored. Of course, sugar in a crystalline form has been made since about 500 BC, originally concocted by folks in the Indian subcontinent who figured out how to crystallize solid sugar out of the juice of sugar cane. So both of these kitchens springing into action. There's some processed cheese being cut out on Cat Cora and Paula Dean's side. Next to her, we can see the Iron Chef is cutting into a very large block of couverture chocolate.
I feel totally confident, with Kat's company, because Kat is, after all, an Iron Chef, and she's been there and done it many times.
We're going to kick
We are gonna spank their butts till their nose bleeds.
Back over on the Florence Irvine side, we've got either a meringue or... No, that looks like it's going to be a custard now, or maybe a mousse.
They're making a lemon chiffon. Let's mix your flour, baking powder, and regular granulated sugar, which is going to be the base for a bûche de Noël.
We see a mixture brought together where the egg yolks are added. Those dry ingredients are whipped in. They were probably talking about a chiffon, and the chef confirms that that's going to be for a bûche de Noël.
My favorite ingredient, butter.
Paula Dean has already grabbed a pound of butter. That's joining that processed cheese we saw her cut up earlier in the saute pan on the grill top.
How you doing, kitty cat?
I'm doing good. How you doing, babe?
Elf.
Yes, Mrs. Claus.
How you doing?
I'm hanging.
Oh, that's Lori Lynn. Okay, well, I just didn't recognize her in the hat.
Hey, Robert.
What?
You look like you got a worried contestant. Tyler looks worried. He's worried. You might as well be blind, baby.
You stick with me, you'll learn something.
Smack talking already.
Come over here from England and think you got all the answers. Get out of here.
What?
Get out of here.
What are you making? I ain't got time for that.
Beeswax.
So much for the holiday spirit here in Kitchen Stadium today. Looking down on Anthony's pot, it looks like he's got a pot of choux happening there. Just looking at the characteristic of how that is moving about. That pot of choux, which is basically a light pastry dough, was made with some butter, water, sifted flour, and of course eggs. And no way to know yet where that'll be headed. At his station, Chef Irvine is back at work chopping up some bananas. It looks like we've got some Red Hots being ground up in the food processor by Lori Lynn. I first saw them, I thought they were cranberries, but no, indeed, those are just good old average Red Hots. Iron Chef Cat Cora melting down that chocolate in a double boiler. Next to that, we can see a pot of corn syrup and sugar boiling away. What is that? Oh, it looks like Paula Dean just emptied a pot of melted cheese and butter into what looks like a mixture of flour and cocoa powder. We are 5 minutes into this battle. That is traditionally the time that I would go down on the floor to Kevin Brosh. Kevin, are you down there anywhere?
I am down here on the floor. Robert on his cutting board is probably the busiest that I see right now. We got some vanilla wafers. We had a coffee cake, raspberries, bananas.
Hey-o!
And clothes are already being removed.
Hey, Paula.
Get it.
Come on, baby.
Robert.
Kevin, how about you and me go for a cup of coffee? We're not needed here. Kat Cora now whisking the secret ingredient with a whole bunch of eggs in that bowl. Seems to actually be concentrating on cooking instead of undressing. On the back station, Lori Lynn is scooping some cocoa powder into a bowl containing flour, sugar, butter. I bet that is going to turn into a cookie of some type. Pas de choux has been working down on Anthony's side. He's put that into a piping bag, and it's forming what looks like little kisses. I'm guessing those will end up as profiteroles. Earlier, the big egg cracker on campus, Robert Irvine, whipped a slew of eggs with some heavy cream, and he's now pouring that egg mixture into his bowl of raspberries, bananas, vanilla wafers, and coffee cake. Chef Florence has laid out his lemon chiffon mixture and is getting that into the oven. Looking over at the girls' side of the kitchen, we can see Kat Cora's got her chocolate melted and off. Earlier, she melted some butter into that chocolate and combined that with a batter of eggs, sugar, and baking powder. She's now pouring this chocolate batter into a muffin pan. And Paula Dean's up to her elbows in mess, but it's a fine-looking mess.
This is fudge, honey. Chocolate fudge.
So the batter we saw that melted cheese mixture going to is going to be a fudge. And it looks like over on the challenger side, Anthony's pot of choux kisses are headed for the heat.
Robert, you look like you're sweating. I'm like a snapping turtle, Robert.
No kidding.
I don't know where the chairman is right now, but he really needs to get some order in his house. That's all I got to say. Hey, chefs, they're having so much fun. We're now under the 45-minute mark on this holly jolly holiday battle with this sweet secret ingredient, sugar. Today, the chairman is looking for the most delicious holiday desserts. It's Iron Chef Kat Cora and Paula Dean taking on Chef Tyler Florence and Chef Robert Irvine. On the Iron Chef side, there's a chocolate cupcake concoction in the works. A cookie batter is underway, and Paula Dean is making fudge with processed cheese. Tyler Florence and Robert Irvine have a lemon chiffon cake in the oven. A fruit pudding dish is coming together, and pas de choux is puffing up into profiteroles.
We're bringing the A game. A game. It's an A game right here.
Paula,
You're going down. I'll take you anytime. You go in meow.
You don't mess with Two Steel Magnolia. You just don't.
No, honey.
All I can say is Iron Chef America is going to be right back. Welcome back to Kitchen Stadium. The holidays are upon us, and the chairman, whimsical pixie that he is, has put together one heck of a holiday bash. This is Iron Chef America Battle Sugar, a spectacle beyond imagining.
Ooh, coming through.
The team of Iron Chef Kat Cora and Paula Dean have put chocolate cupcake-like concoctions into the oven. Chocolate cookie batter has been spread over star-shaped cutouts, and cheese fudge balls have been rolled out and placed in the refrigerator to chill. Oh my. Meanwhile, the team of Tyler Florence and Robert Irvine have been baking away, mixing and measuring dry ingredients. They have put a vanilla wafer pudding into the oven, and chocolate has been chopped and is currently melting in butter. And, of course, some of the people that are watching it are our judges who hopefully have sweet tooths. And to introduce them, we go to Kevin Brosh.
Elton Brown, thank you. Con Benoit, ladies and gentlemen, here are the judges. Well, our first judge is a regular correspondent on Extra and a contributing editor at Gotham Magazine. She's also written a cookbook called The Comfort Table. This is Katie Lee Joel. In her second chair is a knowledgeable food and wine expert. His book, The Food You Want to Eat, 100 Smart, Simple Recipes, provides a helping hand to beginning chefs. And he is Ted Allen. And our final judge got big laughs as the hilarious co-anchor of Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update. Currently, she's starring as Liz Lemon on the hit sitcom 30 Rock. Say hey to Tina Fey.
Thanks, Kevin. We'll catch up with the judges in a moment. Now, let's get caught up with the action on the floor. We just saw a heated syrup going into that mixer over on the Iron Chef side.
Lori Lynn, can you tell us about what's in the stand mixer?
Marshmallows.
She's making marshmallows. All right, she's using powdered gelatin. Whenever you see that and a hot sugar syrup going into a mixer, you can pretty much bet that marshmallows are going to be in the offing. Iron Chef Kat Cora beating the living daylights out of something. I don't know what she's got in there.
What's in the mixer, Chef?
Making a pastry cream.
Okay, she's making pastry cream. On the back station, we can see Lori Lynn pulling away that cookie mold, forming little chocolate star shapes. How festive. Tyler Florence, still in bakery mode.
I'm making a spiced ginger cake.
A spiced ginger cake. So we know that basically Tyler Florence is the cake station today. I can't for the life of me figure out what Robert Irvine is doing. He's got some figs out, he's got some eggs out, and he seems to be having a private moment with his frontal lobe. Looking down on the Iron Chef side of the world, we see candy canes up on the chopping block.
Just call me Peppermint Patty here.
It looks like Lori Lynn has a mixture of sugar, eggs, and milk on her cooktop, sort of loose custard, if you will. That, of course, could turn into almost anything at this point.
Paula! Paula!
What?
Your favorite.
Honey, I've got my own. Ain't nothing to you. Thinking he's something, because he's got butter.
We're coming up on the 39-minute mark. Let's see what the judges think about the sweet goodness coming to life here. I want to start down on the far side with Katie. Katie, you have a pretty potent sweet tooth.
I love sweets, and I have a confession. I love cheese, but I can't imagine what it's going to taste like with sugar. So I'm going to have to trust Paula and Kat on that.
Well, thanks very much. Let's go over to Ted. Ted, what are you thinking?
You know, we got to remember, none of these people are pastry chefs, so they've got a great sense of humor and courage to come into Kitchen Stadium and cook all of this sugary stuff. I also want to point out that I don't know why Paula Dean talks that way, because she's actually from Massachusetts.
Get out of our face, cameraman.
That's Massachusetts, Mississippi, though, I'm afraid. Well, let's swing down next to you. Tina, you don't look like you've had any sweets lately.
No, I have no sweets today.
Well, then this is perfect for you.
This is good for me. First, also, I want to say that Robert Irvine better put those guns away before somebody gets hurt. It's dangerous.
Gotta give the ladies what they want, man.
Thanks a lot, judges. Let's get back down to what I loosely will call action. On the Iron Chef side, the hardest working elf, Lori Lynn, is now spreading her marshmallow mix onto a sill pad. Moments ago, she flavored those marshmallows with a red-hot mixture.
Coming up in a second. Coming around.
So the hardest working elf in the world is making the hottest marshmallows in the world. And, of course, those have got to go into the blast chiller. Even then, I'm not so sure they're going to set in time.
That's good.
We've got the ice cream machine in motion over there. Kevin, did you see what the heck went into that?
It's a basic vanilla anglaise. She said for now.
For now.
Whatever that
I'm
means.
doing two kinds. I'm doing an eggnog and a vanilla.
Okay, they have two types of ice cream working, eggnog and vanilla. So, what's going on with the boys?
Good, those are beautiful.
Anthony's pot of choux is puffed up, and it's coming out of the oven. Those look like profiteroles. Robert Irvine is splitting up what looks to be a Tahitian vanilla bean. That's going into a pot of milk simmering on the stovetop. Tyler Florence filling some little pots with a spice cake batter, some sugar, ginger, cardamom, and pomegranate molasses in that mixture. And those little guys are headed straight for the oven. Our chef Cora working on her pastry cream. She's mixing some eggs into the heated milk with the vanilla paste she was working with earlier. Paula Dean, she's got molasses going into sugar, perhaps a caramel sauce there. It looks like she may be adding her glasses to a dish. I can't tell.
Sometimes I need them, sometimes I don't, Alton.
She's holding them in her teeth right now. Lori Lynn is taking a peppermill to her chocolate star-shaped cookies. Before that, she sprinkled some red sugar on top. Those are now headed for the oven. The Iron Chef is grounding up those peppermints into Cuisinart. Tyler Florence has spent half of his battle whisking. On the heat, off the heat, a lot of double boilers working. He's switching over to a spatula now and moving that mixture to a mixer.
It's an Italian buttercream.
And, of course, they're making an Italian buttercream, which is different from a French or a Swiss buttercream because of the degree of not only beating, but the temperature that the meringue is cooked to. Our chef Cora taking her whipped mixture of cream and egg and combining that with her melted white chocolate. Guess she is indeed making a mousse. Paula Dean still stirring away on that caramel sauce. So, Kevin, what do you see from where you are?
On the boys' side, Anthony, the sous chef, has made a vanilla whipped cream. He swirled in some melted chocolate and added that to his meringue.
On Chef Irvine's backstation, I see cranberries, and Robert Irvine is very carefully dosing those out.
30 minutes have elapsed.
Cat, look at them. They're serious. They think they're going to beat us.
You're done.
Well, we are halfway through this delightful holiday dessert battle, and it seems the secret ingredient's getting to their heads. The chairman has clearly sprinkled some of his holiday pixie dust over the proceedings. On the Iron Chef's side, a buttercream is underway. Peppermints have been pulverized. The caramel sauce is a-cooking. Marshmallows are chilling, and 2 ice creams are in the works. On the Tyler Irvine side, we have a chocolate cream filling coming together along with a spiced ginger cake, an Italian buttercream, and some sort of custard. Well, I don't know about you, but the holidays are never going to be the same. The cooking continues, and Iron Chef America will be right back.
smooth glaze for your hams, yams, and bacon. Delish meals in minutes. It's all for the taking.
Plenty of cookies, cakes, and tempting sweets.
Roasts, casseroles, and other seasonal treats. Gather your family for feasting, or your food is sure to enthrall.
With the health and holidazzle of season's eatings, y'all.
Hi kids, welcome back to Kitchen Stadium. This is Iron Chef America. The chairman's put on a holiday battle for us. The secret ingredient is sugar. Between Tina Florence, Robert Irvine, Iron Chef Cora, and Paula Dean. The Iron Chef has star-shaped cookies out of the oven. Another cookie batter with chocolate chips is underway. A pastry cream went into the blast chiller, and marshmallows laced with red hot have been dusted with powdered sugar and cut into star shapes. Meanwhile, over on the boys' side of the world, the custard is cooking on the stovetop. Sliced almonds are being toasted. Instant espresso is getting a quick stir.
Chiffon cake's out. Chiffon's up.
And Tyler's lemon chiffon cake for a bouche de Noël is out of the oven. Let's get back to the action. Okay, looking down on the Iron Chef, we can see she has added those ground up peppermints to her white chocolate mousse, giving that a good stir. Paula Dean working with a pot of what looks like corn syrup, sugar, and, hey, what else? Butter.
These are going to be magnolia lace trumpets.
So yet another cookie in progress on the Iron Chef's side. We saw those star-shaped cookies come out, and Elf Lori Lynn is adding some dried cherries to the batter. We saw her working with some moments ago.
Chocolate cherry toffee cookies.
Okay, chocolate cherry toffee cookies. That is a third variety of cookies there. Over on the Florence Irvine side, we've got ice cream. Sous Chef Anthony pouring his custard into the machine and getting that started. On the back station, Robert Irvine is ladling his vanilla custard into little cranberry-filled ramekins. If I didn't know better, I would say that's clafoutis, the funniest name that a French dish ever had, which is essentially fruit cooked in a shallow dish with a little bit of egg custard. Oh, there's that lemon chiffon cake. It's getting coated with an espresso mixture. That looks good and familiar. Our Chef Cora breaking down those hand grenade-size strawberries. Strawberries everywhere. Uh-oh. Paula Dean's got the liquor out. Looks like she's spiking those police cookies.
And I'm fixing to start having a drink any minute.
Oh, okay. Do that. Tyler Florence is folding those toasted almonds into his Italian buttercream. No doubt that will be part of his bouche de Noël. Robert Irvine carefully putting his clafoutis into the oven, convection oven. He put those into a water bath first, which will allow the custard to cook gently.
Hey, guys, can y'all come over and have a cocktail with me?
Yeah, what do you got?
Come on over and sit down with me. Let's have a drink.
Where?
You want to?
Yeah, where? Watch out, dude. Watch out, watch out.
Sit down, and I'll be right there with you.
Tempt him, Paula, tempt him.
Clearly, not a lot of work going on here in Kitchen Stadium tonight.
Well, if she starts talking smack, we can do this.
The only one who is busy is Sous Chef Anthony. He's staying very quiet down on his end of the world, rolling some of those cranberries and sugar. So with 25 minutes left in this holiday dessert battle, we're all caught up on the floor. So let's take a look at the holiday message hidden inside the secret ingredient. So I'm down here with some scientific proof that the crystals rendered from sugarcane are the official holiday food source. Let's take a look here. What we're dealing with here is sugar made up of two monosaccharides. We have glucose and fructose, which come together with an oxygen bond to make sucrose. Just take a look at these hydrogen-oxygen groupings. What does it spell? Ho, 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 oh, ho, ho, ho. Proof enough for me. Let's get back to the action. Kevin.
Yes, sir.
I've been down here trying to give this thing some dignity. What have you been doing?
One ice cream is done on Cora and Paula Dean's side. It is a straight vanilla ice cream. A second one has gone into the ice cream maker. That has brandy, rum, and sherry in it.
Anthony on the Florence Irvine team is getting his mixture out of the ice cream machine. And doesn't look like ice cream to me at all. I don't know what that is. Robert Irvine has some figs out. Definitely expect to see a few figs in holiday desserts, certainly. Now, up front, Chef Florence is spreading his almond mocha butter cream on his lemon chiffon cake, which is a bouche de Noël in the making. This we know. Over on the Iron Chef's side, Cora balancing a big old hunk of bread there. What you got there, Chef?
Challah.
Okay, challah. And challah, of course, is a traditional Jewish egg bread. Iron Chef Cora giving a nice little egg wash to her already cooked challah. We can see that Paula Dean has her lace trumpets headed to the oven. Those will be baked until they kind of bubble out and form that lace shape. Figs are on the fire over there with Robert Irvine. And what's that Tyler stirring? Well, looks like he's melting chocolate with cream. Iron Chef working with those chocolate lava muffins.
Budino, chocolate budino. It's Italian pudding cake.
Well, whatever you call it, I want some. She's now layering that with her white chocolate peppermint hoops.
15 minutes to go.
We're bringing it home, baby.
It's a wild ride here with Battle Sugar, and the clock is racing toward a sweet conclusion. The team of the Iron Chef and Paula Deen have their chocolate budino plated. Lace cookies are baking in the oven, and a giant hollow loaf is out and standing by for something. The team of Robert Irvine and Tyler Florence have basted their lemon chiffon with a toasted almond butter cream. Clafouti is baking, and ice cream is being extracted from the ice cream machine. Wow, here in Kitchen Stadium, whose cuisine will reign supreme? Hey, I don't even know whose cuisine is going to be done in time. I think we've got some chefs in trouble. Only one way to find out how it works out, and you know what that is, right? Good. Stadium. It's the holiday dessert battle here with Iron Chef Cora and Paula Deen versus Chefs Tyler Florence and Robert Irvine. Over on the Iron Chef side, cheese fudge balls have been speared. A pastry cream the Iron Chef made earlier has been spread over a giant piece of challah bread. Magnolia lace cookies have come out of the oven and are being rolled into trumpet shapes. Meanwhile, in the Florence Irvine kitchen, pistachios are being ground up. Profiteroles have been filled with chocolate mousse, and a spiced ginger cake has come out of the oven. Time is slipping away, and the chefs are trying to maintain a little bit of balance. Careful there, chef. On the Iron Chef side, Paula Deen is dipping her cheese fudge balls, yes, cheese fudge balls, into a caramel sauce she made a little earlier.
Oh, my.
Now, Cora, she's making the world's biggest challah sandwich.
Tart Tropezzian. It's from Saint-Tropez.
Well, whatever you call it, I want some of it. It looks fabulous. Tyler Florence now rolling his bush de Noel.
Oh, no.
Has he done this since culinary school?
Oh, God.
Tyler Florence is calling for the Lord. Since that is supposed to be a bush de Noel or a Yule log, doesn't look very log-like to me. This is why I would never have attempted this in Kitchen Stadium. But I got a feeling he'll still make that into something that tastes good. How it's going to work for presentation points, I don't know. Kevin, what you got?
Lori Lynn, on the girls' side, is working with a concoction in the mixture of milk, cocoa, Cointreau, and cognac.
Ice cream.
She also has her vanilla ice cream in there as well. Paula Deen adding some hot milk to a mixture she made earlier of butter, shortening egg white, sugar, and vanilla. That's getting whipped into shape.
We've got an obnoxious elf here in the kitchen, but I wouldn't be here if she wasn't here. Ow! The elf pinched me.
Happy holidays.
Bite me.
'Tis the season for giving, I guess.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
All right, let's take a look at the guy's side. Anthony put some sugar, water, and cream of tartar on the cooktop, making some spun sugar, no doubt. Tyler now pouring chocolate sauce on his Yule log, which is more a rectangle than a log, but that shouldn't affect the flavor.
Red sugar? Who's got red sugar?
At this point, it looks like the girls are in pretty good shape. Iron Chef Cora sprinkling red sugar on top of her tart Tropezzian, which is filled with pastry, cream, and berries. Looks like her tart is finished. Well, the ladies have two plates out, the tart Tropezzian and the chocolate budino. Oh, look, they also put their red-hot marshmallows in a nice little gift bag. So there is a third dish down. Let's go over and look at the final dishes being put up by the men. Oh, there aren't any. There are no completed dishes over here on the guy's side of the kitchen. Anthony taking that heated sugar and dipping it in a cold water bath to stop the sugar from cooking further. I bet there is a croquembouche underway there. Robert Irvine's clafouti is out of the oven and being dusted with a little powdered sugar.
5 minutes.
5 minutes remaining in this battle. Cora shaking things up a little. That cocktail has some berry vodka in it, some peppermint schnapps, creme de cacao, some grenadine, I believe. Iron bartender Cora loves to liquor them up. Lori Lynn now pouring out her liquor milkshake. Holiday spirits overflowing on the ladies' side.
It's a spiked milk for Santa. Santa's going to be drunk tonight.
Looking over at the Florence Irvine side, the boys have their first dish down. Tyler is drizzling the spun sugar over those profiteroles for his croquembouche. A croquembouche is a French dessert, basically a giant tower of profiteroles. That looks kind of like a mini tower to me. That'll be interesting to see is, will his syrup set? I think I see something that did not set, and that is the eggnog ice cream that Anthony made earlier. Perhaps that will become some kind of sauce. Paula Deen filling small cups with red sugar. Interesting presentation there. Lori Lynn has put her chocolate cookies in the mail and is serving that with her spiked milk. Looks like Tyler is decorating that croquembouche dish with those sugared cranberries that Anthony made up earlier and sprinkling some pistachios on top of that. Okay, That dish is finished, done. One down for the boys. Iron Chef Cat Cora is taking the whipped filling Paula was working on earlier and is filling up those magnolia lace trumpets. Lori Lynn has her eggnog ice cream out and is putting that on top of the star-shaped cookies she made earlier. Florence putting his final touches on the spiced ginger cake, dusting that with some powdered sugar and adding some of those sugared cranberries also. Second dish down there. Back on the Iron Chef side, Lori Lynn placing another star-shaped cookie with the eggnog ice cream, this time on top. That should complete that dish. Wow, look, we're under 2 minutes. The guys have 2 finished dishes. All right, we've got the clafouti is up. That's got a nice little sprig of mint on it.
Go. Gotta have more white chocolate before we run out of time.
Looks like those fudge balls are being dipped in white chocolate. Robert Irvine putting figs on top of his vanilla wafer pudding. Wow, he's making a figgy pudding. Tyler Florence is plating his bouche de Noel, if he's still calling it that. They're pulling it together at the last minute. Paula Dean now giving her cheese fudge balls with caramel and white chocolate, a sprinkling of nuts. Okay, Tyler Florence garnishing his bouche de Noel, or whatever it is, with ground pistachios. Okay, the guys now have 4 dishes down. Iron Chef Cat Cora is sprinkling some green-colored sugar on the magnolia lace trumpets, and those are headed for a cute little box.
Very carefully. There we go.
Under 1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute, guys. What do we got? Let's go.
Give me some chocolate.
No, give me some cream, dude. Who cares?
Robert Irvine seems to be reacting to his eggnog ice cream.
Eggnog on glaze, man.
So that eggnog ice cream is now becoming an eggnog on glaze, and that is now going on top of that figgy pudding. Well, they seem to be pulling it together in these final moments. They have the figgy pudding, the croquembouche, the ginger cake, cranberry clafouti, and their bouche de Noel kind of thing. Cat Cora dipping a martini glass into a peppermint and sugar mixture.
Candy cane cocktail. That's what's missing.
Oh, okay then. It's a colorful candy cane cocktail. Perfect for the kids. Paula Dean is sticking her fudge balls into little glasses filled with red sugar. So that dish finally almost complete. Looks like the ladies have 7 dishes. The magnolia lace trumpets, the candy cane cocktail, the chocolate budino, eggnog ice cream, red hot marshmallows, chocolate cheese fudge, tart trapezian, and chocolate toffee cherry cookies with spiked milk. 10, 9, 8. Paula Dean adding a final holiday touch to her chocolate cheese fudge. Tyler Florence keeps it green and red for the season. 2, 1. Put it down and walk away. Battle sugar is over. And as far as I'm concerned, not a moment too soon.
Thank you, darling. Same to you.
Well, the battle is over here in Kitchen Stadium. It is now time for our judges to eat themselves into, I don't know, some kind of sugar coma. Of course, we've got rules for how this all works. And to explain them, let's go to Kevin Brosh.
Thanks, Elton. Okay, everyone, here's how it goes down. Each judge can award a chef up to 20 points. There are 10 points possible for taste, another 5 points for plating design, and finally, as many as 5 points for their originality in the use of our secret theme ingredients. And may the better chef prevail.
Thanks for that, Kevin. I think we're clear. And I guess it's time to go up to the chairman and get the judging underway.
Iron Chef Cora, Miss Dean, what was your strategy for today's battle?
To get through it.
To win. To mop the floor with those 2 boys.
Give them the spanking of their life.
Till their nose bled.
And Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year.
Please take us through your course.
No Christmas is complete without a candy cane. So this is what this cocktail is. I use the red sugar off of the secret ingredient, along with some crushed candy cane for the rim. Paula, you want to tell them what you're serving with it?
Yeah. This is a cookie that I love to make at Christmas time. And it's just a wafer-thin little cookie. And I filled it with a fluffy filling of butter, a solid shortening, and sugar.
This seems like the kind of drink that would really sneak up on you because it's very sweet, and then next thing you know, you got your top off.
Even during the holidays, Tina.
Especially during the holidays.
Tina, you're ruining Christmas for everyone. I like the textural contrast of that nice, nutty, toasty cookie with that creamy goodness inside that I'm sure is giving me about 5 pounds right about now.
Yeah, I also really like the texture. That was the first thing I noticed when I tried it. You know, it has that great sweet flavor, but that smooth, silky cream with the crunch of the cookie, it's delicious. I love it.
Thank you.
Iron Chef, Miss Dean.
This is a chocolate budino cake. It's Italian for pudding cake. and I use a lot, some of the brown sugar and the white sugar in the budina cake itself. And then this is a white chocolate mousse that it's layered with, and then just a little bit of peppermint candy mixed in with it. I use a lot of the red sugar in this.
I think the peppermint bark was a great way to use the secret ingredient because it does really get that sugary feel in your mouth.
And if we're not already hypoglycemic, by the time we leave here, I'm sure we will be.
Iron Chef, Miss Dean.
So what we have here is we've got a black pepper and chocolate twill on the bottom, and then the eggnog ice cream, some of the brown sugar, the white sugar, the confectioner sugar, and then again using some of the red sugar on top of the black pepper and chocolate twill.
And you said there's rum in the ice cream?
Yes.
Doesn't that change the way it freezes?
Not if you do it right.
So you've done this before.
She is an Iron Chef.
Always looking for another way to integrate booze into the culinary experience.
Iron Chef, Miss Dean.
Well, we had to celebrate Hanukkah as well. So what we have is the blue bags represent Hanukkah. These marshmallow stars are made with red hot candy. They're real just fluffy, delicious, and it's just a little fun treat.
In for a treat.
These are they're a little sticky to eat. And I do the bulk of my eating in secret. And so I feel like I would get caught if I was eating these.
Well, I actually haven't had homemade marshmallows in a long time, and what people may not know if you've never tried them at home is that they're just so much more soft and natural. The ones in the store, they're kind of like styrofoamy and plasticky, and these are just so real.
One of my family's favorite candies that I make is a cheese fudge. And this is made with like processed cheese, which makes it great because cheese is one of our food groups. Right. So it's healthy for us. I decided to take this fudge recipe and kick it up a little bit. So I formed them into balls. I made a caramel. I dipped them in the caramel, and then I dipped them in white chocolate, and then I dipped them in nuts. And to hold our beautiful little flowers up, I used our secret ingredient, which was the colored sugars, so that they would look like beautiful little blooming flowers.
Paula, that does taste healthy.
I knew I could count on Katie.
Katie's one of our Southern girls, too.
Do you still have teeth, Mr. Chairman?
This is not a good food product to sample when you're trying to also talk.
Would you like us to do your talking for you? These are the most excellent candies.
Thank you, Paula. That's exactly what I was going to say.
You take the words right out of his mouth. I love it. All right. Well, this is a tart trapezion. It's made with the challah. It's a very classic vanilla bean pastry cream, summer berries, and just a little bit of chocolate ganache over it, powdered sugar.
You know what it reminds me of? A strawberry shortcake. You know, splitting it open and filling it with the strawberries.
See, I like that it's not so sweet, because for me, the balls on a stick, almost a little too sweet, but this is really, this is lovely.
Iron Chef, Miss Dean.
Well, as we know, Santa has to have cookies. So what we have here is a chocolate, a tart cherry, and toffee cookies for Santa. We've got a little milk for Santa, which is a little frozen ice milk with an orange liqueur, Grand Marnier, cognac.
Well, the presentation's pretty obviously fun. The cookies are delicious and rich.
I always like orange and chocolate together. That's a really nice flavor combination.
Iron Chef Cora, Miss Dean, thank you for a wonderful meal.
Stay tuned, kids. There's plenty of drama yet to come as the guys face judgment when Iron Chef America returns. Hi, kids. Welcome back to Kitchen Stadium. Judging round 2 is underway, this time with the guys.
Chef Florence, Chef Irvine, what was your strategy for today's battle?
You know what? We just want to get through it. What do you think?
I think we're just getting through it.
I thought that was very important to kind of stick with the theme of the battle. So we did play up all the sugar, and I thought maybe you guys had enough bad cocktails. So I thought I'd bring out the good stuff. Right? Yeah. So I had a little bit of a Dom Perignon. To go with...
This is not a bribe.
Right, croquembouche, right? It's French, it means crack in the mouth. And they're small, little, beautiful pâte de choux pastries, and they are filled with incredible Northern California Schaffenberger chocolate mousse and spun sugar around top of that. It has some sugar-coated cranberries and a little bit of dusted pistachios right on top for a little bit of color.
Well, chefs, I was kind of hoping that somebody would do some kind of spun sugar Fantasia craziness, and you definitely didn't let us down.
You know, I really like those cranberries because you have that crunchy sugar on the outside. And then you pop into it, and this little tart berry. It's delicious, especially with the champagne.
See? I knew the champagne was a good idea.
There you go.
We couldn't lose the
Are you getting scared, Paula D?
You like it?
Yeah, the crunchiness is very nice, and I like the cranberries, the tart cranberries.
Chefs.
Okay, so the next course that we're going to have is a ginger spice cake. It's light as a cloud. It's almost like a pudding. There's also a little bit of pomegranate molasses inside the ginger spice cake.
The fact that you didn't overwhelm us with the sweetness really makes it possible to taste the other components in, in the dish.
Exactly right, exactly.
I really like the presentation. It's very cute. It's really good.
I really like this. I think I'm not a chocolate person. Like, this is completely
This is your
my
dessert.
jam.
Tina Fey, it's for you.
Thank you, John.
Next course, please.
Thank you very
Thank you, the chairman.
The next dish is a really beautiful custard that's made with eggs. A little firmer than, say, a creme brulee, and it's just like light as a cloud and really, really fresh. And again, we're kind of hitting those cranberry flavors one more time. And there's a little bit of citrus right on top for a garnish.
It does taste very fresh to me. It's a really nice flavor combination.
What do you think, Tina Fey?
I love it. It reminds me of custard my mom would made when I was a little kid. I want to have Christmas at your house.
Chefs.
So the next course that we're going to have, it is a vanilla wafer and banana figgy pudding. It's a little bit of eggnog, creme anglaise.
I like all the fruit that's in the pudding. I love the figs. I love raspberries. And I think it's a really nice dish.
Bring me some figgy pudding. That's delicious. And it's also holiday colors, the red and the green.
I like the presentation of that because I thought it was very wintry and cozy. And there's also something kind of masculine about it. I don't know, the colors, it's like a good manly design.
God knows we needed some masculinity at this table, for heaven's sake.
Chefs.
All right, so this is the last thing, and it's a Bush Noel, and it's a classic Yule log, and it's made with a chiffon, so the cake is light as a cloud. The cake is soaked with a little bit of espresso and sugar, and it's filled with a little bit of toasted almond and espresso buttercream right in the middle. It's also served with chocolate. It's served with toasted almonds on top, and a little smear of chocolate ganache on the bottom. And it's just like, it's a great slice of chocolate cake, and it's also incredibly easy to make.
Well, this sure is tasty, so I do cut you a little slack on the square log.
There you go, yeah. So, you know, I've seen a square log.
It's not so much a log as it is a plank.
There you go, my best friend plank.
Oh,
It's official.
oh my God, we need the paramedics. We need the jaws of life.
Sugar coma.
Down goes
We've
Tina.
lost Tina.
Chef Florence. Chef Irvine.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for a very sweet meal.
Yeah, absolutely, and judges, thank you very much.
Judges, thank you.
Well, kids, there is but one small, tasty morsel left upon our television plate. The verdict, when our Chef America returns.
Now that's more like it. Butter makes it better.
Hi, kids. Welcome back to Kitchen Stadium. This is Iron Chef America. The battle has been sugar and madness. Let's just go up and find out whose cuisine reigns supreme.
Today, 4 champions met in battle sugar here in Kitchen Stadium. Iron Chef Cora, Miss Dean, Chef Irvine, Chef Florence. The judges have spoken, and the winners are Iron Chef Cora and Miss Dean.
Folks, Iron Chef Cora and Paula Dean triumph with dishes the judges found slightly sweeter in the categories of originality and plating. A sweet victory indeed. All right, America, what did we learn today? Well, for one, apparently cheese food does belong in fudge. Bush de Noel cannot be made in an hour. And in the end, when it comes to the holidays, no one can outcook a grandmother. I'm Alton Brown. On behalf of the chairman, Kevin Brosh, and everyone here at Kitchen Stadium, I bid you good eating.